I've spent tens of thousands of dollars trying to find the perfect tools to run and grow my business. And most of the time, they were bloated, overpriced, and completely useless. But after years of testing, I've narrowed it down to just 4 marketing softwares that actually do the job. They save me thousands of dollars every single month, and they work whether you're doing $1,000 a month or scaling past 100,000. And the last one I'll show you completely changed how I operate my business. And I wish I found it years earlier. So if you're tired of duct taping tools together or burning through cash on apps that overpromise and underdeliver, this setup might be exactly what you need. So hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. So here's the raw reality of running a business in 2025. Most founders are drowning in tools. Fancy dashboards, overhyped platforms, thousands of dollars a month in tech, and nobody fully understands it. And I've tested 50 different platforms over the past few years. What actually worked? How many of them actually did the job? 4 of them. These 4 tools save me time, reduce stress, and help me scale faster with fewer people. No fluff, just operator tools that solve real business problems. So let's break it down. The first raw truth is this: communication chaos will quietly kill your growth. When you're small, speed is your only edge. But if your team communication across emails, DMs, and texts, speed turns to confusion. And I used to live in that world. Decisions would get missed, tasks would fall through, team members were always out of sync. Slack changed that for me. Slack is not just a chat app. It's a digital command center. We use async updates, client handoffs, sprint planning. Everything lives right in the channel and every team member knows where to look. And the result? Less meetings, faster decisions, and fewer errors. So let's compare. Slack on average is usually free. The free version gets you, about 60 days of chat history, but it can go up to about $8.75 per month. Now, this is extremely valuable, especially if you're a startup. And the features include things like channels, huddles, threads, API integrations to the CRM softwares. So it's a very powerful tool to keep everything in sync. You have a clean UI design. You have it reliable, and it's a centralized location that doesn't cost you thousands of dollars. The other competition that they have is Microsoft Teams. And Microsoft Teams is an okay platform, but it ranges anywhere from about $6 to about $13 a month. And you get your chat and your Office suite integration, but Slack can also do the same thing. And for me, it's clunky. It's corporate heavy. It's meant for teams that are doing millions of dollars a year, and it doesn't really tailor to the small business operative. The other one is Discord. And Discord is free, but Discord for me doesn't really work. For Discord, it's mainly about gamers, right? It lacks that business structure, that professionalism that especially when you hire somebody, you absolutely need inside of your business. Now for the second raw truth. If it's not documented, it doesn't exist, especially in a business. And I used to repeat myself every single week. Where's the SOP for onboarding? What's the status of this project? Now, I put it all in Notion. And for me, Notion was a very complicated software that I never wanted to get into when I first started. But once you actually understand the power of it, and nowadays with so many templates that you have access to, once you start utilizing it, Notion is the only team management software that you need to scale to millions of dollars in sales. Notion is our business brain. SOPs, hiring documents, pipelines, dashboards, project management, it all lives in one singular place. Notion replaced 6 other apps for us. It creates a flow, not friction. It helps you build systems, not replace them. You build a process once and you reuse them forever. So let's look at the comparison. Notion on average is free and it's up to $8 a month. And honestly, unless you're doing a couple $100,000 a month or you have a team of above 8, the free version is going to do just fine. And the free version even gives you access to documents, tabs, project management, and even templates. So you don't have to pay a penny and you still get access to those features. Now, if you upgrade your plan, you get unlimited tasks and unlimited channels. But at the startup, you only really need about 3 to 4. So it gives you flexible systems, it gives you a clean structure, and it's scalable, which is the most important thing. Because the last thing you want to do with tech is replace it once you hit a certain income level. And Notion can scale whether you're doing $100 a month or you're doing $1 million a month. Notion can run all of the project management, and it's the best one that I've found. The closest competition is a software called ClickUp, and that's free, and it goes up to about $12 a month per user. And although it is very similar to Notion, for me, I find it very cluttered. And it's really project management first. It's not all around systems and departments. And that's what you really want to focus on, or at least that's what I've always wanted to focus on is, yes, it runs our projects, but it also stores all of our data for our entire company. And ClickUp is very project management focused. And for me, it's a lot more cluttered than Notion. You don't have as good of templates, and it does cost more per user if you upgrade your plan. Now, the next one is Google Docs. Now, most everyone uses Google Docs at some point. We still write our SOPs on Google Docs, but they're stored in Notion. And Google Docs is free, but it's a text-based doc. There's no system. There's no flow. And it's disconnected. There's no workflow, and it's very, very hard to organize all of your documents. So what we do is we use Google Docs in conjunction with Notion and store all of our Google documents inside of Notion for easy navigation. So Notion isn't just pretty, it gives you the structure of a real business software. It gives you the structure that you need to scale and to grow. So that is the software that I recommend for project management. Truth number 3, most meetings are unnecessary and most emails are too long. So I use a software called Loom to replace both of them. Instead of hopping on a 2-hour-long meeting where we go over something that could take 5 minutes, I film a Loom video. I film a Loom video and send it to the team. Instead of writing an email that is 10 paragraphs long, I send a Loom video and I send it to the team. And it also works wonders with customer service. So instead of typing out instructions for booking a call, I record a quick 3-minute walkthrough. I talk, I screen share, I send. Clients love it, the team loves it. It's personal, it builds relationships, it's clear, and most importantly, it's fast. Loom lets you communicate like a real operator, visually and without friction. You can move fast. So let's look at a comparison. Now, Loom, you can get the free version and it works perfectly fine, but it only gives you up to about 25 videos that you can store. So if you want to run a lot of storage on your Loom, which I do highly recommend, it runs up to about $12 per month per user. Now, that is a little bit pricey, but if you look at the competitors that I'm about to show you, you'll see that it actually is much lower and the value that you get is much better. So on Loom, you can screen share, you can have your face, you can share the links, and you can embed it on a website or even on Notion. So it's fast, it's human first, and it builds relationships, which is what you want to do. Especially if you're a full-time founder, and especially in a startup, you don't have the time to sit on 2-hour meetings that waste your time. You need to be building the business. So instead of doing a 2-hour-long meeting, you can film a quick Loom video, send it out to the team, and you can store it forever. Now, the next competitor is Zoom. Now, Zoom is a phenomenal tool to run meetings, but it's not a great tool to send out recordings of screen shares. And on average, it costs about $15 plus a month per user. And you get meetings, recordings, and scheduled. Now, Zoom is still a software that we implement inside of our business for running team trainings and hopping on calls with customers, but it is not the go-to software for what I just explained of clear client communication. If you do have to hop on a call, Zoom is probably the best platform to do that, but it does not do what Loom can do, and it does it way longer in a time frame. So It's sync only and it's not lightweight. Zoom is a very hefty platform, especially if you get the pro plan or you get the enterprise plan. There is a lot that Zoom offers, but it doesn't offer a quick, clear-cut system that you can use like Loom does. Now, the next one is Vimeo. Vimeo's a pretty good software. On average, it's going to cost you about $20, maybe $30 a month per user, but it's hosting and analytics. So you film a video and you send it out, but it doesn't have great screen share capability, and it usually takes way too much storage. And with Vimeo, you have to upgrade your storage per use, so you can't just store unlimited videos like you can with Loom. So for me personally, I view it as an overkill. It's not operations focused, it's video focused. So maybe if you're running a content team, it would make a little bit more sense than Loom, but most cases it's not. And Loom is going to absolutely be phenomenal. So with Loom, you can scale your time and make everything more human. And that's what every single person wants. You want it to feel more human and build relationships. And the fourth hard truth is juggling tools is killing your profit margin. And I've experienced this firsthand. I used to use 5+ different apps and then Zapier to connect them all, just for my CRM, my email marketing, my SMS, my booking, my sales funnels. But now, thanks to this software called Rubik Management, it lives all under one roof. It has all of the different tools that I need to run my business, to market, to re-engage, to run all of my systems, and it's in one singular platform. It's an absolute game changer. This software alone saved me about $4,000 a month. And you may be thinking that's an exaggeration, but when you count all of the softwares you need to market your business successfully, especially online, things like Shopify, Klaviyo, Attentive, Zapier to connect them, you start racking up a monthly bill where if you're not pulling in a lot of profit, especially if you're a startup, it does not make sense. So you need to find a cost-effective one that can scale with your business and doesn't break the bank. And that's what I found in Rubik. So Rubik isn't just a tool. It's the back end of your business engine. This entire channel is built to teach you how to build systems and to become an operator. And 99% of all the systems I build is within Rubik. So it's a phenomenal tool. It's one login and it's one ecosystem. And the best part about it is it automatically integrates with your Slack, with your Notion, and with your Loom. So now you can create an ecosystem that's built for operations. So if you're a solo founder or you want to run a lean team, this replaces thousands of dollars a month in overhead. And let's look at a quick comparison. So Rubik, their main plan is $97 a month. And this is an absolutely phenomenal deal, but you have to look at the support because the next one that we're looking at is Go High Level. Go High Level is a great tool, and I think Rubik even uses some of their back end for Go High Level, but Go High Level lacks in a couple key situations. Their support is not very good. The training and how to integrate it is not very good, and their UI design I personally do not like. And I'm a big design guy. I like having things look professional, and Rubik looks way more professional than Go High Level, but they offer the same tools. And Go High Level will cost you anywhere from maybe $200 to $500, depending on what plan you get. Some of them you can get for $97 a month as well. But like I said, the UI design just looks and feels a little bit cluttered for me. Now, the features of Rubik include just about everything: the CRM, SMS, email, funnels, scheduler, social media planner. And the reason why it works is that it's clean, it's a full stack platform, and it's built for small business owners. It can scale to big business owner, but it cuts off the cost as if you're a startup. And that's a phenomenal thing. Just like how I said with Notion. Notion, you can run $1,000 a month business up to $1 million a month business just using Notion. Rubik does the exact same thing. It doesn't matter the size that you are at or the industry you're at. This software has saved me so much money. That's what I look for when I look for any software that runs the actual operations, is I want everything to be all in one, so I don't have to spend so much time integrating and going through all these different processes. And I want it to be cost effective, which Rubik is. I like looking for things that range anywhere from $100 to maybe $300 a month, but that depends on how much money you're bringing in. And then the third one, which is the most important, is the support. Most tech platforms in the world do not have good support teams. They respond in like 2-3 days. And what I've experienced with Rubik's support team is phenomenal. They respond in about 2 minutes, and it's 24/7. They hop on Zoom calls. They have training appointments. The value for $100 a month is pretty much a no-brainer. Even if it uses features that Go High Level has, it is a completely different experience from what I've personally experienced from it. Now, just a disclaimer, these tools alone will not make you successful. But when you use these tools and you put them inside of a real system, they remove 80% of your operational drag. They help you save money, have higher profit margins. And that's what you need to focus on as a business operator, higher profit margins. Too many people nowadays focus on vanity metrics. They show you screenshots of their Shopify revenue. That means nothing. Do not get blinded by these vanity metrics. The only thing that matters is how much money gets put into your bank account, and that is profit. And you have to focus on margin. So decreasing your overhead allows you to make more money. And in the long term, it gives you more operating capital to invest back into the business and to hire more people to delegate. So it's absolutely phenomenal. So let's do a quick recap. I use Slack for all of my communication needs. Every communication goes through Slack. I use Notion for documentation and project management. Whenever we have things going on, everything goes into Notion, and it's an easy way to track everything. I use Loom for speed. I don't want to waste my time on 2-hour calls that can be done in 3 minutes on a Loom video. So I use Loom for speed and relationships. And I use Rubik for all of the back-end automation. Simple, scalable, and operator first. And total cost for all of this is less than $300 a month. So imagine if you could operate your business at the same efficiency, if not better, and almost all the time it's going to be better. If you can operate your business better and more efficient for less cost, is that a smart decision as a business owner? The answer will always be yes. So you don't need more apps. You just need more clarity. And that's exactly what this video does. So if you like what you saw, if you liked the comparisons and you're going to start implementing, I'll leave the links down in the description below. These are not affiliate links. You'll see that it is the actual website. There is no affiliate link associated with them. So if you like what you saw, make sure to subscribe to this channel. As always, I'm not here to sell you a course. I'm not here to sell you some $25,000 mastermind. I'm just here to give you systems and operations that have worked for me, and I hope and pray that they work for you. We'll see you in the next video. Cheers.